Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brad Supercoach Pro. Now, this is probably a real late one, which I just finished work, so I'm not expecting anyone to be on here, but I've done my final trades. Pretty certain on them unless something pop up with the rookies and the subs and whatever, but I think I'm inclined. I had no players playing tonight, but I just saw the Tigers win. Like, I heard it on the radio at work, and man, I was nervous. I was so nervous about the Tigers. I was listening to it for the last 2 hours, listening to that game, and I thought, oh, maybe we might choke here, maybe we might be tanking. I'm not sure, but got the win, so that's good. So the scores tonight: Toby Nank. I wonder if he's a sneaky ruck option this year. I haven't really thought about going him against English and all these other players, but I wonder if Nankervis is a shout despite his bye. Maybe after his bye, what's his scores been like, Big Nank? They've actually been really good. The Nank. I'm on here purely because of Tigers as well. Jeez, like, hello, beautiful. Congrats to the Tigers win. Thanks, mate. That's literally half the reason I'm on here right now. But I'm just looking at Nankervis's scores for ruck. Like, he's actually a genuine gun. Like, I didn't realise how well he was scoring in Supercoach. How many people bought in Billy Dowling today? 63 he scored tonight. Man, if he had had those goals, that would have been a 90 score easily. It would have been so much points to go to him. He had only 9,000 trade-ins, maybe because only 9,000 people realised that he wasn't the sub. Interesting, but I didn't go him this week, surprisingly, because I thought I need a downgrade next week. So if I go him early, there's no one to go next week because it's just basically all West Coast rookies. So I was like, I need to leave a player that's not playing next week for me to pick up rookie-wise. So still going Will Dawson. But yeah, far out. What a win. I need to watch that game now because I was at work and finished at 11. Jumped on here to see what's going on. Scott, go to the Tigers. We got there, mate. Where's my Tigers tattoo? There it is, mate. The Richmond. Give it a flex. Got Dowling taking the score. He might just come out of your best 18. It's 63 I can see on here, Cheese. What did he do tonight? Was it impressive? I thought he was quiet at half time when I looked at the stats. He'll hold his spot though, surely. What did he do tonight? I'm going to guess about 15 disposals. I haven't looked at all. What did he do? Prestia injured again. Another calf. Prestia needs to retire. I can't believe you're on FPL right now. That's crazy. Hello FPL. How you going, mate? Cat's meowing at the door. Standard stream. If the cat meowing at the door isn't happening, something's wrong. Wow, McCall with 7 disposals in 10 minutes. Prestia's cooked. Kaczynski's a hack. Man, I can't stand watching Kaczynski. They need a cat like knocked on my doorbell and just ran off. Kaczynski needs to go. Cumberland's are just Cumberland's just a wet fart. Like, Cumberland, I hate when he tries to be tough. I know he kicked 3 goals, but Cumberland, you almost cost us the game. Have a hard look at yourself, you peanut. Ralph Smith on the wing, all he did was 7 disposals. That's not good. Did he play well for 7 disposals? Shorts back, 31 touches. Do we jump on him as a cheap D7? Don't think I could entertain it as much as I love the Tigers. That's probably our only win for the rest of the year, unless we play North soon. That was weird. Listen to it on the radio too. Listen to Nankervis and Nankervis. One had 28 disposals, the other had 13 and 43 hitouts. So I was so confused to what the hell was going on. I'm like, is Big Nank having like a 40 disposal game here with 40 hitouts? Like, am I going crazy? Because they kept calling them both Nankervis. The Triple M wouldn't call one Nank the Tank or whatever. First world problems. FPL agrees about Down Under. About Prestia need to retire. He's so cooked. Him and Grimes have got to go. Who else needs to go? Pickett needs to go. McIntosh needs. I know McIntosh played not a good first half, etc. But I still hate him. So I'm still waiting for a bit of stick about this Macintosh talk. Funny enough, who inboxed me today on Twitter? I think it was Pufferfish. Said something about Macintosh. He DMs me tonight at like 7:45. He goes, Macintosh cooking. I just gave him the laughing react because I didn't know what to say. I was like, far out. I knew Puff would be all over it. But he bought in Dowling, and he wasn't happy at like 9:15. He goes, end up trading Dowling FFS. And then he must have come back. What do you got for me, Cheese? He had a really great first quarter and good last. Went missing the second and third for Dowling. Yeah, okay, interesting. Or are you talking about Ralph Smith? Sorry, Cheese, because I've been talking about two players. I'm going to try and let this cat in once more. She literally. No, that's the last time I opened the door for you. You can't meow at my door twice and then expect me to open the door twice on a stream and then decide you don't ever want to come inside. Who wants cats, honestly? There should be like a little sports bet thing for the amount of times I get up to open the door for my bloody cat. What else happened scoring-wise? Was about Dowling 100. Thought he was going to get subbed. Yeah, true. So, how many of you guys in the chat, Scott, FPL, Cheese, how many of you guys actually bought him in early? I'm assuming I'm going to go 3 for 3. I reckon all 3 of you did. I don't know if that's risky, but I reckon. But there's 5 views online, so I don't know who the other 2 in the chat are, but feel free to say something. Excuse me. Prestia, 57 and subbed out. Oh, it wasn't even subbed out, was he? Who they subbed out? Sonzi, yeah. Lukanen Curvis had the game of his life. Tim Taranto's back. He such a shocking kick though. Baker's a sneaky option. I like Baker maybe better than Bolton now. I don't know. Baker just plays his heart out. I know he's going to West Coast or Freo next year, but wherever he goes, you got to pick him next year in your forward line, surely. I'll probably go there. William Baker. Man, we're going to miss him. Who else we got here? Noah Bolter was a sneaky one I was looking at for the DPP. He's got another 92 down back. I am worried, though, that if we bring Blight, that Bolter goes forward, potentially. So I couldn't entertain it for others, but I don't know. It's still a risk I'm willing to take at 344k. I don't know what he will become next week. Around his Blight, he'll only be like 360, 370. So I don't mind Bolter down back because he's actually really good at scoring down back. He's such a good interceptor. Does some stupid stuff every now and then, but Bolton, I feel like maybe played a bit too much forward with those midfielders in. Ben Miller, don't look at him. Mansell, no. Mitch Hinge had a really quiet game, 79. Tom Brown bounced back 75. It's not bad for him. Sam Berry, 74. Is that all for a midfielder? That's useless. Jack Graham, he's cooked. He needs to go. We need to get some stuff for Richmond players. We need to get him out. Kieran Strawn, or whatever you start. Can someone however you play this Kieran bloke, he was looking good. And then I look at his Supercoach score and I'm like, how are people going to get, and I'm not going to get salty, but I'm like, oh my God, people are going to get gifted by this guy turning up. And thank goodness he got an injury. Just in terms of Supercoach, because I thought, oh, here's another 100 on a ton, and people are going to bring him in and get kissed. And saying that, it is good when you get kissed. But I couldn't go there because I had Moyle. So I was like, I kind of tied my hands for 2 weeks at least. But probably Rob comes back in now, that injury. I think it was a leg injury I could hear on the radio. Nothing too relevant in those guys scoring 50s. Vlosten, another 51. Vlosten's going to be cheap. Why is he playing so bad? I'll be honest, I have not watched enough Richmond games to tell you why. My own bloody Vlosten's. Oh my God. He was averaging 103 before the Doggies game. Even before that, he was averaging 106. Here's Vlossen scores: 118, 134, 71, 167, 45, 111, 95, 110, 82, 64, 73, 58. I'm not even kidding. Before I have a look at the comments, I might even straight swap Tommy Stewart to Vlosten once Vlosten comes good again. Now that we've got some players back in, I actually might make money from going Stewart down to Vlosten in round 18. 3-round average is bad. It's got to be even worse, but he could be seriously a 350k guy, and I'd pick him once we got our players back. You watch Richmond actually will play well, and that's probably. And I'll be honest, that's probably why I haven't watched too much Tigers games, because it's so hard to watch when you're playing a dozen kids every week. Hugo Ralph Smith, 25, gets stuffed. We need wingers. I don't know. I don't feel like teams ever recruit wingers. Probably unpopular opinion, but like you never hear people in the draft go, "Oh yeah, apart from Windsor or whatever, we're going to pick a winger." Richmond need to pick 2 decent wingers, one defensive, one offensive. I don't know. And if someone says Pickett and McIntosh, I'll probably headbutt my screen. Anyway, I'll get to the comments. I'll talk about some rookies that I think need to come onto the agenda. I can't believe I'm doing 11:30 thing and you guys are here. Where are we? FPL. So you didn't go on Dowling. Mine on his bubble. Yeah, I'm probably the same way. Although I don't think I have enough players next week, so I might actually grab him early. Who's he got? Oh, doesn't he got Sydney though next week? Oh, Sydney for Dowling's not going to be a nice game. It's a 50 game for sure. Might not even be best 18 for that school actually. Anyways, maybe he gets more CBAs. I don't look at the CBAs yet. Not too much to fix up. True that. Well, and we're only 2 or 3 premos away from a full team. Probably 2, I think. Most of you would be. I don't know if in the comments you want to write how many premos left you got, but I'm going to say between 2 and 4 at worst. 1 if you a bloody genius and you didn't sideways anybody. I don't know. Geez, sucks about the injury to start. I'm gonna Strawn. It's Strawn. Oh my god, start. He's not a bloody food or whatever that is. Strawny. My bad. Not that stupid Collingwood mug that got. I actually I wonder how many people didn't know that Peter Elliott, like that guy Strawny, wasn't a real person. Like he's just a fictional character. I wonder how many people. Like the footy shoe was so elite back in the day. They need to bring that back, but only if Sam's on there, because Sam was an idiot, and I love idiots. Clearly, that's why I'm here. I went to the footy show years ago. I'm not sure how many of you would. But I remember I got free tickets maybe about 15 years ago, and it was so freaking funny. I loved it. The footy show. Oh my god! Now all the shows are a little bit boring of the footy ones. Like the bar one's okay with Mick Malloy, but I don't know. I can't sit through an hour of it. What do we got in the comments? I'm getting distracted about random stuff because the Tigers won. Go the Tigers. FPL. The same reason I didn't go early on Strawn. Yep. The bloke hasn't played a game in 2 years. True that. Jonas Goat. What's going on, mate? Bolton's pathetic. Drops the easiest marks and misses the biggest. Sid he's a bad set shot. He's always been a bad set shot. He's probably overrated, but I really hope him, Jack Graham, and Baker go to other sides so we can sort of just get draft picks in and just rebuild completely. To be honest, that'd be the smarter thing for Richmond to do. Like we're nowhere near a flag. And Taranto and Hopper, in hindsight, I think is a waste of coin, especially Hopper. Taranto, he definitely makes the midfield centre clearances. As much as he butchers it, you've got to have someone winning it, and he's big enough to win the ball in the middle. But Hopper's a waste of money. Hopper should have seen that coming. But Dimmer gave us these players and ran, and then got his new toys. Now his new toys can't even win away anyway. Anyway, still going to be salty forever for Dimmer. Probably shouldn't. You'd think I'd appreciate the bloke, but he's still a peanut. He had his time in the sun. Oh, now he's at the Suns. Didn't mean that pun. FPL, pronounced Kieran Strawn. Yeah, okay, that's way better looking at it like that in size 12 font. What what is homeless Ren's injury? Yeah. Are you talking about Strawny? No, Sabrina, I'm not letting you in. Bloody cats. Same pronunciation as prawn. True. Yep, that makes sense. He's really dropped off. Yeah, Vlosten has. Yeah, I can only see in the scoring sort of thing. It's the third time I'm going to open this door for this cat. Sabrina, do you want to come on chat and tell everybody why you're a pain in the ass? Because I can sell you to the local fish and chip shop and they can make you into dim sim and somebody will actually appreciate you then. Bastard. Stupid cat. Yeah, I got to plug in my laptop again for the third time. Where are we? Jack, what's going on, mate? G'day, bloke. How are we? Good, thanks, mate. I'm up and about, and that's why I'm streaming at this ridiculous time of the night. And I've got some people doing water in the street behind me, and they're starting at 7:30 a.m. And I went out this morning like an absolute Karen. I was like, Barwon Water didn't tell me. Now, just to get some things out there. Barwon Water did tell me, but I don't read letters in my mailbox. So I said to them, I said, excuse me, why are you guys out here at 7:30 in the morning? She's like, oh, we're just doing some works. I'm like, I can see you doing works clearly, but I was like, I never got noticed. She's like, nah, it should have been in your mailbox. It was in my mailbox. And I went inside. I was really nice to her, by the way. I wasn't like an idiot, but she's like, we'll be here tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, so I'm like, tonight, I'm like, I won't jump on a stream because I'll get distracted. I'll do this to like 12:30, 1 a.m. or something stupid. And then they'll be there at 7:30 and I'll be going off my head and I won't be able to sleep again. So last night I had 5 hours sleep because of the people doing water outside. And Barwon Water did let me know, so I didn't call them up like a Karen. Anyway, apart from that, Jack, I feel all right after the Tigers won. Got me through my night. I was listening to the headphones, having a heart attack. Anyway, I was looking at my phone 100 times, so if I get sacked tomorrow, it's probably because of that. Jack was on 70 at halftime and he got 66. Didn't see the game. What happened? I didn't either. I listened to it in the headphones. Apparently, it was a leg injury on the radio, but they're not very good at Triple M at describing what actual injury it is. They always have some boundary chick, and she always gets it wrong. I don't know why, but it's like, if you're gonna say an injury, can you just wait until it's 100%? Because every time I've listened to Triple M, they've been like, oh yeah, what is it, Kate? It's an ankle. And then it's like something not even close to an ankle. It's like their bloody knee or something. And I'm like, can you stop guessing and just wait for the medical? So I don't actually know because Triple M didn't inform me. And I tried to talk about other things irrelevant to the game, so I couldn't even tell you. I didn't even know Dawson got that many disposals because of Triple M. I thought he had a quiet game because I barely heard him, but it says he had 32 touches. So anyway, Scott Walker, 18 primos not during the bye. 18 primos not during the buys though. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're 4 off. Right, sorry, I follow you, Scott, mate. All right, Jonas, what do you got? Freeman has 3 first-round picks, ship all the players. I hope so, honestly, Jonas. That would be the more logical thing. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard we picked up that Blight guy as a part of the deal to send Blight, Baker, and whatever, like a draft pick, to Fremantle's 3-round picks. So I don't know if that rumor is true about, because he's a WA boy, I believe, that Blight bloke. So I wonder if that's a part of it. I don't know, Cheese. Bolter looks like a good option, Brady. Boy, you're on it, Cheese. If you're on it, you're going to get me excited. But seriously, Bolter is a serious consideration for a forward, as a forward, not as a defender, obviously. But when he plays back, have a look at his scoring from last year. Like, he's actually decent. Yeah, and I don't think we'll get pumped too many times now that we've got. Yeah, and I don't think we'll get pumped too many times now that we've got some players back. I'm not going to go too early. I think he's an option. I wouldn't pay any more than 380 for him, but I also think Vlosten under 400k, I'm probably going to bring as a spare or Stewart. There's going to be so many cheap players we can bring in after the buys. But you also got to wait for them to turn their form around. Like, you can't bring Voston in until he starts turning up twice in a row, or else you're going to be stuck with him and you're not going to know what to do. Jonas, what do you got? Oh, you're going to stir me up. Dusty would rather lose to Hawthorn in his 300 than travel to Adelaide. Well, I didn't think anyone was expecting the Tigers to win, although I said it on the live stream. There's the bloody annoying cat. I said on the live stream the other night that I think Tigers win. I think we're $8.50, and I was a little bit worried about, the betting wise in case it gets demonetized. But I'm pretty sure I said put a sneaky bet on the Tigers to win this, and we won it. So I think they even upset the Hawks next week just for Dusty, to be honest. Jonas, I don't know if you guys probably think I'm crazy, but I honestly think Dusty will get him over the line. Bouncy, good win for the Tigers. Yes, it was. I'm excited. It's been 67 days. I should probably call her. Sorry, not Nank. Naismith. Oh, I'll go back to your comment. Where are we talking about? Yeah, Naismith's done the ACL. He's done. He's cooked. He's probably off the list, unfortunately, for Naismith. Scott Walker. So many ads. Are you talking just on KO? There wouldn't be. Oh, it must have been on normal TV tonight too. That would be why you're probably talking about that. Because I pay for KO and it always shuts down I don't think I've ever had a KO free weekend of it not crashing. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. KO really pisses me off. Every time it crashes, they should honestly give you 50 cents back. Credit it to your next monthly bill. That's how it should be. I don't know what you guys think. Naismith needs a leg replacement. Yeah, he needs both legs replaced, poor bloke. Yeah, geez, seriously, I could rant about KO for a good half an hour and put it on YouTube. I can't stand it. Pay for what? Just the endless amount of times I have to get my phone, take a photo, and whatever. It's annoying. And the other thing is, with the radio, I know you guys may listen to a game a week on the radio potentially, but if you listen to SEN, there's some calls that are annoying. I can never get the right. Is there any recommendations when you guys are tuning into the app? Who do you guys listen to if you don't want to listen to Triple M? Because Triple M actually really pisses me off. Because they just like to, I don't know. They don't tell you what you want to hear. Jonas, KO works well on a Telstra TV 2 box. I don't know what that is. Let me have a look at that, Jonas. No, I'm not letting you out, Sabrina. You clearly wanted to come into here 3 times, and now you're meowing to go out. You're not the boss. Telstra TV 2 box. What do we got? Anyone worrying, that's my cat, not a person named Sabrina. Yeah, okay. I can see what that is. I don't know, Cheese, Leakley or Will Dawson, bro. Yeah, I almost forgot about this. I was going to talk about the rookies because I think Dawson. Noah, SEN. Yeah, no, SEN, I think sometimes, but if Kane's on there, I don't listen to it. I have once, and it was putrid. And I don't really like listening to. Is Jared Waitley on SEN? I can't remember if it's Jared Waitley that's on SEN. He annoys me too. Yeah, now the rookies is what I wanted to go over. I know there's only a few of you here. Yeah, now the rookies is what I wanted to go over. I know there's only a few of you here, so I won't waste his time. Where are you guys heading? Because at the moment I've got Will Dawson, if you see my trades at Supercoach Pro 91. Also, Jonas, if you've seen my boxing, I'm not sure if you've got me on what do you call it? On X, aka Twitter, Jonas, but go check out my little boxing video / Muay Thai video, and then tell me if you still 1v1 me. I posted a couple of days. There you go. I don't know if you guys have X. I think Cheese does. A few other yous do. I also stirred up another, and this is not being a dig. I actually stirred up another content creator tonight about the loss for Adelaide. So if you can guess who that is, I'll tell you. It's so funny. It wasn't. I didn't write anything. I just sent him a meme on his post. I don't think he'll reply to me, but I just thought he'd give him a hard time about the Crom. I actually feel for that bloke sometimes. Yeah, Jaws. Stirred him up. I sent him a meme of Ivan Marek going like this, getting excited about the win. Yeah, I haven't met him yet. I'd love to meet him. Selected to play. So there's 20 players selected to play under 210k. I'll get to these quick, and then I'll go through his players. Harley Sports Talk. Up the Tigers. Up the Tigs. Yes, that's the one. Couldn't even read that. I'm just too pumped. Jared never made a mistake in his life. Healy. I think it's Jared the one that annoys me. Isn't that the Catsburg cheese? Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the one I'm thinking of. Maybe I have to Google this. Bouncy, Dawson, Fish, Chad in. Yep. Took Graham Darcy out. Whoa. Why took Bouncy? I don't understand that. Everything else aligns. Everything else makes sense, mate. But because I'm just stirring you up, Jonas. So I'm not that. I'm not. I know. I'm Jonas. I'm just taking the piss. Sorry, Jonas. I didn't mean to be a dick. Where are we? Oh, I hope he doesn't think I'm serious. My bad, Jonas. Where are we? Anyway, Jonas does say, if not named sub, I'm going McMuffin. Oh, you mean McNeil? You've got a nickname for everybody. I swear. Well, you're lucky I know who you meant, because I was like, what? Who's McMuffin? For a minute, I was thinking of Jerry McGovern. Yeah, yes, went to that. Scott, Week Dawson. Yeah, I think Dawson, guys, to be honest. Oh, he's talking about McMullen? Sorry, Jonas, I'm double stuffed up there. Yeah, okay. Jonas, tell me why you think McMuffin, aka McMullen, because he was subbed on and subbed off, my friend. I don't know if that's where I want to go personally. I think he's fourth on my order. Where are we? Jonas, I hope you're still there. If you are still there, just say anything. Bouncy, I'll be fucked on their bias if I don't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Bouncy. That's rough though to trade out Took. I know he hasn't been great sometimes. He does go under 100 every now and then, but yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, you got to do that. I'd almost be reluctant to just grab a rookie that might score decently for a dead rookie potentially, than trade Took out. I don't know. But I don't know, Jonas. Tell me why you think McMuffin, because or McMullen, I should be calling him, but his points per minute seem pretty good though. What do you got, Cheese? Also, I have inside word. Dawson's definitely playing this week, but it's 100% going to be forward. Ah, man. Yeah, that changes. I knew he'd play forward, but I didn't think it'd be 100% forward. But McMullen is interesting. He's probably the best points per minute, right? I'm getting nervous that the Jonas isn't going to come back. So McMullen's got 32 points for 50 minutes and then 65 points for 50 minutes. So maybe I assume that he thinks he's not going to be subbed. If he's not subbed, then he's back. There we go. Thank God, Jonas. I thought I lost you there. I thought I was too much. So he's written here, Jonas has written injuries at GWS, so should get good minutes and can score well. Yeah. I mean, Cogs came off that game. I hope you're right, Jonas. I don't think I'm going to go there because it ties me up into the forward line. I think I'm going to wait for Hutchinson, or whatever you call him, from West Coast. That was the Collingwood rookie. Cogs comes back in a few, I suppose. I don't know. Kelly in a few, but I think they're 3 to 6 week games. What does he actually play as? Let's have a look at the VFL stats before I start just bypassing him. Toby McMullen. I feel like I looked at his VFL stats, Jonas. I don't think they were great, to be honest with you. Excuse me, they're actually not too bad, Jonas. He plays a bit of everywhere. This year, they've certainly improved from last year. This year, what's he done? Fantasy, I don't know what the conversion rate is from fantasy to Supercoach, so take this with a grain of salt when I do mention fantasy stats. This year against Footscray, Sandringham, Werribee, North, Sydney, Frankston and Bulldogs, he's gone 39, 71, 107, 77, 49, 86, 81. Played white wing, white ring, half. What the hell is that? He's got like 4 or 5 different positions in this anyway, and his last 2 games were 86 and 81, 26 and 22 disposals, so he's a bit of an accumulator, depending where it is, I suppose. How old is the bloke? Toby. He was picked 34 in 2022 draft. He's only 19 years old. Wow. 183 centimetres, so he's only about 6 foot. McMullen is a powerful 183 centimetre athlete, recording the second fastest 20-minute sprint at 2.88 seconds at the 2022 draft, while finishing top 10 for both agility tests, running, vertical leap. Debuting in round 22-23 against Port Adelaide. Okay, as a pressure forward. He's played 5 games. He could be one, Jonas. I don't know. I don't think I can do it just because he's been sub on and sub off. But you guys are a lot smarter than me sometimes. These rookies, so I don't mind a punt. Why don't they give Peatling a game? He's a genuine good footballer. They did give him a game last week, against the Cats when the week before last, and he scored a 53. So I wonder if he gets dropped. Not based on Supercoach wise, but. And Peatling, I was looking at 350k. If he hadn't dropped that 50, I probably would have went him if he turned up against the Cats. Cheese. Jonas, I destroy Shorty, but I'm not an idiot wanting to fight people who can actually fight. All right, he's back. Yeah, I know, Jonas. I know. I can taking the piss. I probably wouldn't fight people that couldn't fight. I probably wouldn't really fight anyone, to be honest, Jonas. I just stare in the pot. I only do it for a stress relief, to be fair. Punching the bag and kicking the bag and going to Muay Thai is just a bit of a steam release. Not a hunt somebody down in the street thing, that's for sure. And not a scissors and arrest guy. I've never done that. Oh my god. Imagine being that guy that does that and scissors and arrest somebody out of you. I had one, and this is where I'm going with this story, I guess, before I get to that next comment, but there was a guy at my old job years ago at Little Creatures that used to literally go around at just weird times and places to do scissors arrest. It's like, yeah, I can fight, so I just, make sure the streets at night are not bad. I'm like, he'd tell me these stories like he arrested some bloke in Kmart and did a scissors and arrest down in Corio or some shit. And I was like, just buy a cape. I don't know. Put on a bloody. I don't even know what to say to that bloke. He was a weird man. Anyway, he reckons he did about 9 scissors arrests in 1 year once, and I was like, "You got too much spare time on your hands to be doing that, mate." Anyway, I got distracted about that. I want to look at the rookies. Then these comments came through. My bad. So we are, because we're not on StreamYard, it doesn't bring them up like the body StreamYard. Bouncy, we effed on the buys and don't think Took will be in the top 5. Okay, I saw that one. Cheese, we're up to Jonas. All right, sorry, we're up to Max. Sorry, mate. Thoughts on LDU? I actually like LDU, Max. I'd probably go there if I wasn't tight on cash, personally. I like him better than this is probably unpopular, but I think I like him better than Neil, Dunkley, Warner, all those guys off their bye. I'd probably like him better than all those, to be fair. And I think it'd be a bit of a pod. I know Neil and Dunkley will be, but I'm pretty sure LDU's fixtures are a lot more enticing than the other guys, that's for sure, if you have a look at the run home. He plays Richmond, West Coast, etc. And he'd be a good VC option this week if you went there, Max. Putting the VC on Sam Flanders. He plays St Kilda. Jordan Clark went 151. Yeah, I've been tossing and turning about that. I've been like, do I go Flanders or Bont? Bont at Marvel or Flanders? But Flanders hasn't gone over 130 yet, so I kind of want to take a punt on the ceiling, and clearly Bontempelli's got a ceiling. Flanders feels like a C option because he's going to ton up. You know what I mean? So I'm more inclined to go Bont into Dacos and go majority this week than try to think outside the box, because we saw it with a few people last week that. Okay. But we saw it last week when people went to be spicy with Bailey Dale types that if you don't go the highly owned pick sometimes, it can really burn you the other way. I mean, it's only 30, 50 points here and there, but over the buys, I kind of want to play it safe captaincy-wise, potentially, especially in the best 18 week. I don't want to get trounced. But, yeah, you understand with Jordan Clark doing a 151. Jezza or Toby Green. Oh, far out. Let me look at their fixture. I'm looking up to the skies if the sky's going to tell me something, right? Oh, I don't want to look at these rookies again. You know what, Cheese? Without looking at I will in a sec, but without looking at it, I feel like gut instinct tells me Toby Green's building into it because he can get CBAs, he can come up high to the ground. So can Jeremy Cameron, but what's their run home, Cheese? What is their run home, mate? You'd think actually probably Green too this week because he's the one that coming off the buy for 400k. And F6, you can have anything at F6. So Jeremy Cameron, his flaws what annoys me. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 scores under 61. Cheese. So he's probably a better F7. But then his ceiling's amazing. Like it's a 140 in there. Fixture coming up. He's got his next 3 sucks. Cheese. Although he plays well against Sydney last time, and he plays really well against Carlton. Plays average against Essendon. His fixture's not amazing, the next 3, but after that it gets juicy. So he's got Sydney, Carlton, Essendon. Hawks, he'll probably have a big game. Collingwood, Dogs, North, Adelaide, Freo, St Kilda, West Coast. The last 5 maybe is where you target him. North, Adelaide, Freo, St Kilda, West Coast. That looks good. But I don't think for now, what has Greeny Boy got? Greeny Boy. Oh, you guys are firing away. Greeny Boy scores. He hasn't had the ceiling, obviously, Cheese. He's just been a nice F6, like a 1 under 65 4 games. A 93, 98, 99, 100. So he hasn't shown a huge ceiling yet. But mind you, he hasn't scored any more than, what's his most goals? 5 goals for 100 points. He only touched it 7 times. Yeah, 2 free kicks against. What's his fixture? He's got Hawthorn, Port Adelaide, Sydney, Adelaide, Carlton, Richmond, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Hawthorn, Brisbane, Fremantle. Average against opponent. He likes Hawthorn, so this is the week to bring him in. Average is 93 against the Hawks. And his round 24 game, he averages 107 against Bulldogs. I don't know. You flip a coin. Who would you rather watch play for the rest of the year, Cheese? I think they're going to average around the same, to be honest. it looks like Green will just be consistent, so you won't be hating him every week. Whereas you're gonna have to ride the wave of Jezza. Can you ride the wave of a 140 and then him getting a 60? Is that gonna really annoy you? Or are you gonna be okay with the 40 game every third week for a 140 the week after? I'd feel more comfortable watching Toby Green. I think Toby Green, Cheese. Where are we? What a grub, Bouncy. Yeah, this is about that bloke I was telling you about, citizen arrest man. What was his name? Oh, his name was Trevor. He was a flog. Hope Trevor watches my stream one day and he replays that bit. If I ever saw Trevor outside, oh my god. If I saw him do a citizen's arrest outside, I'd probably free the guy and let him get away. Anyway, Trevor, if you're out there, I don't like you, mate. I hope you're still working there too. Bloody Trevor. Bont will get tagged by Dunkley. Does Dunkley seriously tag Max? I didn't know that. Does he actually tag, or do you just mean like you'll just be at stoppage with him? Of course, but is that inside word, Max? Let me know. I don't think. I still don't think that puts me off because Bont is a better player than Dunkley by a mile, in my opinion. I don't know. Like Cheese. Jezza has an elite run home, but I like Toby. You said, the CBAs is what I like, and especially because of Cogs out for 3 and Kelly out for 6 or vice versa, he might get like 20 or 30% CBAs, and that might just spike his score to that, I don't know, more of a juicy ceiling. So I think he's probably a better shout. Jeremy Cameron's soft tissue injuries worry me a little bit. The Cats will want to play finals, so he's going to have to kick bags as well as the Kerno type. So, and I love Mackay. Honestly, I love Mackay as a pick. I think if there's anyone you think I have a man crush on, you probably think it's bloody Mackay. At 440k, he's going to be after his buy and picking him up potentially. I don't know. I'd love to. I don't like watching Carlton play, but to have them both on the side, one's taking hit outs, playing high up the ground, one can like turn a games on its head and get scaling for amazing points because of a close finish. Yeah, I might even skip on Zorko this year just to play with a bit of excitement because if I go for every pick that everybody else has got, I'm just going to maintain my 5k rank. So I kind of want to be a little bit pottish in the back end. Insane, I'm bringing in Tom Green this week, who 48% of people have, I think, around there. A bit sore. I think I got a cracked rib, so I've got scans tomorrow because I'm struggling. Jonas, would you rather deem or or wait for rank the Hemi? Probably Dylan Moore. Jonas, I think the CBAs will be there for Rankin, but imagine getting Rankin in the week the week he comes back from the hammy, you'd be pretty scared watching him in the CBAs. That high explosion that he'd do it again. I'm probably more comfortable bringing Rankin in like round 18, 19 if with 4 trades remaining. I don't think I'd want to be bringing him like round 16, hoping that he'd get through 2 months of footy. I don't know if I could bear that. I think I'd rather Dylan Moore right now before he goes up in price. He'll probably kick a bag against Richmond too, to be honest. I feel like it's probably a good matchup for him next week too, so I'll probably go Dylan Moore, Jonas. Max has gone the opposite. He goes, I like Rankin. Well, devil's advocate. There you go. I don't know, Cheese. Yeah, true. I already have to deal with Noel Anderson. Oh man, imagine I did it the same week, Cheese. Imagine Jeremy Cameron and Noel Anderson for a combined score of 80 or combined score of 90, and then the week after they get a combined score of 300. You wouldn't know whether to laugh or cry, or both. Laugh and cry. I got cramp in my foot. Oh, I've got to get a better couch for this setup. I look like I'm in like cryo, but I'm not, I swear. Oh, that's a really bad shot. Oh, man. I look like an egg today, like an actual egg. I'm not going to try to adjust my cam again. I may as well be called Humpty Dumpty at this point. Dunkley kind of just does a run with. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. I never really looked at it that way, to be honest with you guys, about Dunkley. What's the difference between Dunkley and Bont? Like height. Oh, they don't do weights, but what's the big unit like anyway? Just to get an idea. I feel like Dunkley's about 6'2" and Bont's easily 6'5". Surely 6'4", 6'4". Bont's 194. He's a freaking huge unit. He's bigger than Jack Rewalt. What the hell? That's just made my night. Bontempelli's 194. That's like Paddy Cripps territory. No wonder he looks so huge. And how big's Dunkers? Dunkers is 191. No way. Yeah. Dunkers. I didn't know he was that tall. I thought he was 185. Wow. Bontempelli, what a nose. What a nose. Max, yes, one of the best taggers in the comp. Tag Matt Rao. Really? Did you? I thought it was the whole Brisbane that gave him the clamp. I didn't really think of that specifically to be. Well, I might have to rewatch tape then. Wow, okay. It's a 60. Okay, Max. Maybe you have put me off this bloody Bont pick. Maybe I'm Flanders into Dacos, Max. Damn it. Interesting, mate. Interesting. I love it. Good insight, you guys. Seriously. Jonas, the rank biggest kinger, had a multi-hammy issue in 2019 last year, and this year, yeah, okay, Jonas. Well, then I think you know where to go, then, mate. I think you have talked yourself into old mates instead. Surely you go the more route then. Mm. I'm not, to be honest, like with you guys in here. I'm not. I'm not even looking at Rankin. I don't think I've ever mentioned Rankin once personally. I've talked about other players as a pod, but I'm not finishing off on a side who's just in a hammy at 520k. Maybe if it was 420k, I'd look at it, but I don't think I can entertain a bloke that's done a hammy at 520k. Imagine he does that 5 minutes into game, like Tom Green scores a 5 with his ankle. I could not. My review would be on a Thursday. I'd be so mad. I know it's only a game, but it'd piss me off. I don't think I could sit through that. And Adelaide just looked terrible. So who's to say that Nix doesn't get sacked before Rankin comes back? In all honesty, you just lost against Richmond. Who's to say that you don't see Michael Annie again in the CBAs? Saligo, Rochelle in the CBAs. Rankin plays deep forward. Taylor Walker's out. Rankin just one deep in the goal square. I don't know. I mean, Laird played shocking tonight. He's come with an 80. Saligo scored 75. Adelaide are cooked, man. I don't know. I liked Laird. I was really hot on Laird tonight. I was like, you could even VC the bloke if you brought him in. And no one showed up in Adelaide. So I don't know. Only Nankervis. And the Adelaide, both Nankervises had a huge game. I don't even think the Adelaide and Nankervis was Supercoach relevant. Max, I had Mackay for 9 weeks now. Love it. Worst. Oh, true. You've had him for 9 weeks now. Love it. Worst game I got was a 75. Wow. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just got the good floor. Best 135. That's a good pick, mate. FPL. What's going on? FPL, what have you got here? I've gone Harry Himmelberg this week as a pod. Let me have a look. FPL. I feel like I hadn't seen you for a few chats there for a while, mate. I don't know if I'm tripping. I saw you recently this week, obviously, but where you been, FPL? Have you been on holiday, or am I just gone crazy and I'm just absolute tripping? Apologies if I'm tripping. GWS defenders, clear filter. Defenders, GWS. Why are we going here, FPL? Are you onto something? I keep getting distracted. I want to talk about the other rookies, by the way. And it's midnight. I've done it to myself. I knew it. This is why. This is why I don't get on this late. The water lady's going to be here at 7:30. I'm going to crack it. Not at her. Himmelberg. It's actually not a bad shout, FPL. For 476k at that price, you'll take that. I've looked at 470k and it's not good. The other players, Heppel, if you wanted to do that, FPL, go look at Heppel's stats for around the same disgusting price. But the difference is your boy has already played his buy, so he doesn't got the bad buy. He's already had it. So I love it when you guys put players in these comments because I'd say half the time I've looked at him and half the time I haven't. And there's one of the times I haven't looked at him FPL, but good shout. I like it. Better than Whitfield because he's going to get tagged next couple of weeks. So happy I did not pick Waterman King, Jeremy McGovern, 2-1-1-5 so far. Wow. Jeremy McGovern's a good pick. I actually think you can go for it now because he's. I don't know. I just feel like he's worth the shot. Jeremy McGovern. I don't hate it at all. Big call FPL. I like it, Cheese. I just looked at the stats. And then he's got some stats to back these up. FPL. Give us a like too, by the way. People on here as well. That'd be nice. Got to get them up. With all the outs, he's gone 100 and 139 the last two games. Yeah, true that. Yeah, I just saw that. And then he says it's taken most of, well, it keeps reading up, most of the GWS kick-ins with Whitfield. Yeah, okay. That's definitely a good shout then. Because who's injured? Cummings injured, Perriman's injured, Lockie Ash is out, Buckley's out. This is why I'm not keen on the Leakalier because I think it's a straight swap. Buckley will probably come in next week for his calf, so that's why I can't go Aaliyah this week. I think they're too tall if they play Aaliyah and Buckley and Taylor and Nick Haynes on the wing or whatever. Like, probably too much. Oh, I said I wouldn't adjust my cam, but my ribs are on fire. If this scan comes back that I've got cracked ribs, I'll be disappointed I didn't do this a month ago because they hurt. Hurts to breathe. Breathe is spelled with an F. Where are we? Even all the tablets they give you for it doesn't do anything for me. Where are we, stupid comment thingy? Why can't it give me like an arrow where to look? Sorry, we're up to max. I watched the game, Dunkley. Which we bullied Matt Rowley. Wow, and he dropped the 163 on dunks. Wow, from going on him. Okay, interesting. Jonas Scope. Well, it doesn't mean much as they would be measured up and stretched out and fingertips factors. Yeah, it's true, Jonas, about that. But I just want to know in terms of like just the size of the ball, I suppose. I just because the reach matters when it comes to the tap out. You know how much. Generally, the tall person has the more reach than the shorter person, right? So, I mean, it's not always going to mean you're going to win from the tap outs, I suppose. But I just wanted to know if he was a lot bigger than Dunks in terms of like bullying him at stoppage. Like if you had said to me that Bont's 194 and Dunk's like 178 and was going to try to clamp him, I probably wouldn't be worried because I'd think if he's that much taller, he's probably another 10 kilos heavier. So it's more an overall thing, not just like, oh, he's 7 centimeters taller. I think Bont's okay. I don't know. I just feel like when Bont's thrown forward too, he He rises to the occasion. He carries that team on his back. And I think he's a better player than Rao. And he can go forward. That's the issue too. Can dunk. Like, who tags him? If Bont goes forward and he's getting tagged in the midfield, who has him out forward? Harris Andrews can't go with him. Starcevic? Is Starcer trying to? Just trying to think in my head. I don't know. I still think Bont's okay. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried though. I don't know. Cheese re-signing Nick seems to be hilarious now. What deal is he on? What deal is Nick's on? Because he doesn't know what he's doing. I think anyone here in the comments, maybe we can coach Adelaide. Actually, I wouldn't want to coach Adelaide. What am I saying? Himberg was the pick of the Schleip last season. It was pretty average. Yeah, but this year he looks all right, Jonas. He's doing. FBL's done his homework on this one. I don't know, Cheese. He sure was, Jonas, me included. Oh no, you both got him. Jonas. Oh, I love the emojis. Oh, I like when you guys put emojis in the comments. It's actually funnier. They make it look like the one that Max has put in. This looks so sus. Next week I'm picking Jordan Clark. What a run he has. Have a look at it. All right. Only because he done an emoji. That emoji will always get my attention because I've sent that emoji a lot on Tinder. God, that's so. Oh, I wonder if George replied to me. Let's have a look if George replied to me on Twitter. Oh my God. No, he hasn't. That's a shame. Oh, that would have been freaking hilarious. Also, Cheese. JD never replied to me taking him in champion data post. I seen that you liked the comment though of me tagging him in champion data. Apply for champion data. Oh my God, that was so funny. He secretly probably hates me now, but that's okay. I was just creating some banter. What was I looking at? I was looking at a player with a winky, not the winky face, Jordan Clark. What's his run like? Let's have a look here, Jordan Clark. Why is it sorting it out like this? Jordan Clark. I'm smiling because I can see Cheese. I see you wrote something about it. All right, so this is for Max. He's talking about Jordan Clark, 580k from Freo. Wow, said that like a bogan. He does got a juicy run. Doggies at Marvel, Gold Coast, Sydney. This is where it gets juicy though. This is what he's talking about. Richmond, Hawthorn, Melbourne, West Coast, Essendon. Essendon, poor team, aren't they, Max and Cheese? Cats, Giants, and Port. How many home games has he got? Because a big home game what's the word? Whatever. I like them when they play at home games. He's got Gold Coast at home, Richmond at home, Melbourne at home, West Coast obviously at home, Geelong and Port at home. Not bad. This is good for bloody Sarong, Jacko, all those round 13 bye players that I'm stuffed. I know you guys watch a lot of other people, but if you watch my review on Monday night, it'll probably be one of the worst ones because I've got Luke Ryan, Dan Houston, Zach Butters, Caleb Sarong, Hayden Young, and Jackson all out. I've got 6. Some people have 4 or 5, but to have 6 and then have a dead bench such as Hoare. Where's the other players? Garcia and Richards are dead. I'm playing Revel and Joel this week. Yeah, I'm stuffed. Moyle better go big. Anyways, I reckon I'm going to get 1900 this week. And my ranking that shot up to 5k will probably go down to 7.5k, my guess is. And I reckon I'll get 1950 if I'm lucky. RIP. Shouldn't have loaded so heavy. But I had to grab Ryan. I had to grab Ryan. It was a no-brainer. Okay, where are we? I feel like I've lost something here. We're talking about Nicks, catfish Nicks. Whoa. I think I missed that originally about the catfish Nicks photo. Sorry. Um, Sorry, we're talking about Jordan Clark. So we're up to Max. That's done now. I don't know, cheese. Yeah, I went McGovern last week. Scared me the first quarter, but a huge last quarter. Why did he scare you? What happened? Like, is this an injury? Hope those ribs are good, mate. Let us know how you go. Yeah, all right, mate. If they get any worse, probably gonna have to go to hospital because it is bloody intense, mate. I almost went home the last 3 days from work. I didn't go in Tuesday, but that's why I got a scan. I got to go to. Oh, I can't remember what the place is called, but I went to the GP today, and I was like, "It's been like this for a month." He's like, "Oh, what's happened recently?" I was like, "Oh, in boxing or Muay Thai about a month ago, we went in that circle and got punched in the ribs." I said about 2 weeks after that, I only started to feel it now. And he goes, "Oh, you might have like done something to it to aggravate it, and now it's cracked or whatever or fractured." And I was like, "Can we get a scan?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll do that for you." So yeah, that's fun. Every time I breathe out, pain in the ass. Um, I don't know how Stephen May played with cracked ribs because if I've got cracked ribs and this is what it feels like, that's ridiculous. But mind you, these guys get good painkillers. I'm getting distracted again. Um, Jonas Himmelberg gives away 50s and 70s too on other players. A back, which could be a kill late in the season. Good point, FPL. I'm not sure if you've seen that. I think he has now. He's replied anyway. Max, Bunt. Bont is a gun though. Yes, yes, he is. FPL. I was on the Himmelberg the week he went 170 on North last season. Oh my god. I wanted to watch the roll. Was there before trading him in. He had potential for a few spike scores. Well, he reminds me of that Aussie actor that plays Thor, Himmelberg. Every time I look at him, he looks like that guy. I've forgotten the body actor that plays Thor, but that's what I think of every time I see Himmelberg. I don't know, like cheese. Yeah, had a look into it. What are we talking about? He would have definitely seen it. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry about the me tagging into Champion Data about the job seeking thing. Yeah, oh man, I so hope he saw it. Um, I'll probably never be invited to that channel, cheese. But after that, imagine that. Oh, did Eno go on the last podcast, the Fantasy Take? I haven't seen him in a little bit. He's funny. I like Eno. He's a Tigers man, so I, I'm pretty sure he's got X or Twitter or whatever. It'd be interesting to pick his brains about some Richmond stuff. I wonder if he knows any word about Blight or Campbell getting named soon. He's a guy I reckon surely would know somebody. Anyway, been a while. I've heard the same rumor, cheese. Every time I see their videos pop up, everyone says that. But what do you say? What do you say? I think a few people do, to be honest. I think as soon as they get to about 20k ranking, you'll probably see people stop uploading. Um, I don't know why that is, because I feel like you're not going to lose credibility for keep showing up all the time. If you're showing up all the time with a bad rank, you're doing your team review, you're communicating with everybody, you're still giving your advice and stuff, you're not going to lose any credibility. I mean, look at some people that are just purely entertaining. They give good advice. They might not have the best starting side, but they're always there to help you. And they never lose credibility at all. In fact, probably the opposite. People are like, why are they still playing when they're 36k rank? I can't remember which year. I'm pretty sure in the 3 years I've been doing this, I've had one bad year maybe. And I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. What do you do? Um, Anyways, it feels weird this year. Even like last year was my bad year. Last year was my bad year actually. I think my first year of Supercoach on YouTube was a good year. I was like top 1% for pretty much the whole year. Had like a nice top 20 weekly round as well somewhere. And then yet last year was like a second year blues. And then I came from 100K down to 6K ranking, I think, in the end. Had to trade my way in. That was hard. That was tormenting. Anyway, just rambling now. Where are we? You guys are freaking entertaining. Yeah, where are we? Flag Dons. Yeah, well, Maxi. There's only hope, mate. Yeah, and now you guys are using the emojis. Even better. The more emojis, the better. Jonas Goat, Ryan and Clark playing kick to kick. Yeah, they're the number 1 and 2 players to kick to each other in the same side. FYI, Jonas. That's what I heard when I watched the Freo and Melbourne game. That was a bad game to watch. That was one of the most boringest games I've ever watched in my life. That and Dogs in Richmond this year, that sucked. I don't know why I sat through that game. Max, I'm 3K rank, probably going to go to 2-100. Wow. Got Lockie Neal in this week, and I had boys. Got 59. Which Adelaide got boy 59? Dowling? Did they get scaled down? Yeah, wow. If you get 2-1 this week, you'll be fine, mate. FPL Hemsworth, that's the one. Chris Hemsworth is Himmelberg to me. Just half the size of him. And not on the steroids. Oh, yeah, we went there. Jeez. I hope he hasn't. I hope he's still playing. Max, yeah, Ryan and Clark. The kick to kick is ridiculous. So good. Yeah, bad. The juicy faces. Liam, is this from Supercoach Edge, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Liam was 80K for a bit at the Supercoach Edge, and he still made videos. Yeah, that's the way. I love that. That's where you get your credibility. I love that. That's so good. And he still made videos. Was pretty funny. He'd come on every week just to say, yeah, my team didn't do well. Like 5 minutes straight. Oh, that was me last year, I think. I like those guys. I want to do a potty with them at some point. I think that'll be funny. They're ding 69 thing and whatever. Love it. They need a segment called Supercoach Edging, where it's a player that gets you excited that shouldn't get you excited, and that should be the segment called Edging, since they're Supercoach Edge. It's like disgusting players that get you excited that definitely should not, and just I'd love that segment. I'd be tuning in every week and give him stupid names like Tom Hawkins, etc., which I thought about against Richmond last week, and he punches out a 92. I was like, I'm not game enough to risk my team, and you guys see Hawkins F6 for the rest of the year. I was like, I can't do it to myself. Maybe if I was 20K rank, I'd probably take a punt. He's 100K cheaper than Jezza, but he's like 35 years old and on 1 leg. Jonas, if your rank goes into the tour, just build your team and play to win league. Could do, but I'm not playing any cash league, Jonas. That's my issue this week. This year. I'm not playing cash. I'm not doing a draft. Next year I'll do a Supercoach draft with everybody. I'll make it more enticing. I'll make it for the literally. I might just send it out to the regular chatters in my streams. Like Cheese if he wants to play. Jonas, of course, Pufferfish, FPL, etc. Max, you're more than welcome to as well. I might make it the ones that are constantly on this for a draft if you're intrigued in playing a draft league, because that's interesting, because that's how you find some real pods you might not talk about or think about. But last year and the year before that, I had draft, and I'd find out about players that way because I'm like, who's on the waiver? And on the Monday, the first thing I'd do is look at the waiver, and I'd find a pod pick, and then I'd put him in my classic side every now and then. And I'd be like, okay, I'll look at that player next year. So playing draft opened my eyes up for players that were pods, and then players I'd look at next year. And this year, people are asking me, who would you pick for next year? Well, I can't tell you because I haven't played Supercoach draft this year. I've only been looking at classic. Whereas if I was playing draft, I could probably answer. I think it was Cheese that asked me, last time on the stream which team, which players I'm looking for next year. But if I was playing draft, I could probably tell you. But because I'm playing classic, I haven't thought about it. Whereas draft, I'm always thinking about it. Like, who am I getting next year? Which pick can I leave on my bench just to see what they average throughout the year? Does their time on ground increase? Are they a player that plays better at home? And then analyze their fixture next year. Okay, they've got a lot of home games at the start. I'll start this guy next year. This year, I haven't looked at any of that. So the only way I'm seeing these players is between you guys going, oh, look at Peatling, look at Himmelberg, look at, I don't know, Chase Jones. That hasn't been mentioned. But players like that, I'm only finding out from the streams because you guys will pick players that you don't want to talk about maybe on other people's streams because, I don't know, maybe there's too many viewers or whatever. And you're like, oh, I shouldn't probably mention that player. But here you can say whatever because I'd probably say the worst of them, to be honest. And I'll never discount them either. I'll never say that's that disgusting pick because I've said 10 times worse than anyone, for sure. And funny enough that there's a few of us that think the same. Like, buddy, what was the one that got mentioned the other day? Bruce. And I was like, oh no, I can't believe there's 3 of us that have thought about Bruce at one point. Braden Campbell, Sonny Walters, like disgusting picks. But there's still ones that keep in the back of your mind because they're cheap. They're like 200k. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, just going on rambling again. Jonas says Liam always does bad and never wastes the time. He whips him like a script. Aw, rough. Well, I like them. I think they're entertaining as they've got the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's them, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's them. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Any of them that on Spotify I generally listen to. It's the handy thing about being at work and listening to, you're allowed to have one headphone in. It means I can just sort of multitask and get paid to listen to some podcast and some banter. Who's the most wild? Oh, I think it's Supercoach Elitist on Spotify. If you ever listen to them, they got some wild stories. I'm not in any Discords, but that would be a funny one to join. I always wanted to see what they actually look like, some of these guys, though, because you have no idea what they look like. Not that it matters, but good to have a face to a name. Max, I can't get over LDU. Can't wait to get him in 2 weeks. I'd get him before that because he plays West Coast Max and he's got a break even of 64. So if he scores 100, he's going to go up 25k this week. Are you going to pay 600k for him? I'd get him now, Maxi, if you could, mate. I don't know, cheers. I'd be down for sure. This is for the draft league. I'll make sure I plan that one in advance. I don't know how I'll be able to let you guys know before it's. I don't want to put it into public league. Maybe I'll do it in a live stream when I get all the regulars, and I'll put the code in a live stream when I know it's when I see pretty much 9 out of 10 of you guys in there, and then DM the 10th one or whatever. We'll do a draft. Whoever's keen. If you're not keen, you don't have to, obviously. And then I might do one cash league next year, which is stupid for me because you guys will freaking kill me. There'll be no chance I'll win that cash league. But a draft league would be good because we could look at the draft league every week, and I could talk about that in the stream. You could fire away whatever you wanted to about the draft league. But that'd be nice. I want to do something a little bit different compared to everybody else. I don't know. If you got any more ideas or whatever, I'm happy to do any of that. Jonas Goat, you play him in SC Pro 1 this week. Am I really? Oh, I should know that, Jonas, but I haven't looked at too many head-to-heads of late. Only because everyone in here is top 1k, so it's... Well, not everyone, but majority are better ranking than me at the moment. So every time I look at the draft league, I'm 5th on that ladder. You're 1st on that ladder. Jonas, I'm stuffed, mate. You're 10 points clear. I might just buy some players this week just to scrub you on a league match. Imagine that. What's our differences? You're gonna smash me, sloppy Joe laying pipe. Now I've got that in my body visuals. Game day, head to head. Am I stuffed? Oh my god, Jonas, my head to head won't show me what our differences are right now. Oh no, it will. So our head to head, me and Jonas this week. Oh, I'm stuffed. Jonas has got Zorko, Garcia, the dogs one, Sinclair, Nick Martin, Zeret, Walsh, Gorn, Dacos, Sutherland. I'm stuffed. Listen to my lineup. I've got Revel, Dawson, not the Adelaide, the North Melbourne bloke, Jack Steele, Took Miller, Ned Moyle, Tom Stewart, Curnow, Dacos, and Gorn. We've both got Gorn and both got Dacos, but not VCs and C. So it's really Sutherland, Walsh, Merritt, Martin, Sinclair, Garcia, and Zorko. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 primos. And I've got Curnow. Steele's not a primo. Miller's a primo. Steele's a primo. 3. Stewart needs to score like a primo. And Moyle needs to score like a primo. I'm stuffed. You win that head-to-head by at least 150 points, mate. I've got no chance. What the hell is that side? How did you even afford this side? And you've got McKercher still on the pine. Did you not listen to me that McKercher was injured for like a good 6 weeks before everybody else came out with the news saying he's not going to be playing? If there's one thing I'm good at, lads, and I'm going to pump my own tyres, it's good at generally guessing injury times. McKercher, I'm calling it now, Jonas, isn't coming back to round 16, 17. And he's got Moyle on the bench. And you still got Jackson, Ryan, Sarong, Butters to come back in that side. Get stuffed, Jonas. I would have beaten you maybe in a head-to-head on a weekly. But best 18 when it's round 13 bye, I am stuffed. You've only got 4 primos out. I've got 6. That's the difference. Oh, my God. The 1 week to play Jonas is ridiculous. Sorry, Jonas. You're going to smash me. Have fun with that. Oh, God damn it. I'm stuffed. That's made my night, Jonas. Thank you. Jeez, my draft team has gone. Been struggling with injuries all year. Bad. That's annoying. Cheese. Jonas, now that ain't good value, Brad. I'll up the reviews now for Supercoach Edge. Really? I don't even know how you look up reviews for Supercoach on Spotify. Let me have a look. Supercoach Edge. Next time you're on their live stream with Liam and Dazzler, tell them that Supercoach Pro wants to jump on board. Tell them that would make good babies. I mean, good energy. I don't know how you find ratings on that. Follow, rate, show. Maybe I'll rate show. Give him a 5-star so you can see. Submit. That's the first time I've done that. I don't know how you see reviews though. I don't know. Follow. Add to your library. I don't know how to, Jonas. You might have to tell me that. I forgot where I am now. Typical Brad things. I don't know what cheese. LDU is going to kill West Coast this week. It makes me want to bring in LDU over Tom Green just so I can VC LDU just to beat Jonas. FPL's down for the draft. Okay. FPL's down for the draft. And cheese is down for the draft. All right. I'll put that. I might put that in my notes later and come back to this in about 8 months' time. I can't. Sorry, Max. I can't because I went Lockie Neal, pay 600 for him for the run. Oh, you want Oki New instead? Fair enough. Fair enough. I won't talk you out of it then, mate. I don't know, cheese. I'm about to win 1,000 on a cash league. No way. I'm ranked 800. Everyone else is ranked like 30k and worse. Absolute swindle. Who are you playing with? Yeah, you might be screwed, Brad. Yeah, imagine doing a cash for you guys. Oh, I'd be stuffed. I may as well just give Cheese the money or give Jonas the money. Just pay up front and say, here's your weekly prize. I mean, your annual prize. There's no way I could. Anyway, at least I'm humble. I'll stay humble. Jonas. Plus, I have Moyle as an emergency. Oh, wow. And the wizard is coming for McKercher. There we go, Jonas. Like I said, I think that's a good move. I've got abs this week in the Skodfather 6. Hopefully, pump in pause. I don't know. I haven't seen his side in a while. What's his side look like? I know he bought in the Crows ruckman. Wait, has he done his team preview? My apologies, Abs, if you haven't. Abs, what do you got, mate? He would have done a team preview. Or a trade preview or something. Why can't I find his team? What's his team name again? I've gone blank. I should know. He's in my league somewhere. He's in one of our leagues. Where is it? In fact, I'm in a couple of his leagues. I'm in 3 of his leagues. Oh, it's just called Abs Magic. Okay, what's his side like? Oh my god. How many upgrades has he got to do? His backline's complete. His midfield's complete. He's got Green as a spare. Bro. This is his lineup. Dacos, Luke Ryan, McGovern, Dale, Martin, and Sheasel. That's wild. Bontempelli, Butters, Sarong, Merritt, Crouch. He's going to have to get rid of Crouch. Crouch, Rao, Walsh, Oliver, and Tom Green on his bench. Oh, he grabbed Bytel. He definitely grabbed Bytel. I can see that. 41 on his bench. Reed's dead for the year. Doesn't matter, though. So he's probably got rid of Crouch this week and Sweet because he bought in Strawn. Or did he get rid of Conway? I don't know. Anyway, he needs 1 ruckman. And then he's got Heaney, Flanders, Fish, Power, Fredge, and Ewan. I think he's probably going to keep Power, but I'd probably upgrade Power to somebody. So he still needs, in my opinion, he needs 3 forwards. He can't be running Power, Joel, and Ewan, of course. So if I was in his position, I'd want 3 forwards and 1 ruck. He might be inclined to go 2 forwards and a ruck, and then trade sideways players that he doesn't like Nick Martin or whatever he wants to do, or Oliver. He might run out of trades if he does that. But he's a better Supercoach player than I am. He's 4 upgrades away, I'd say. I think you'd agree. So we're on the same amount of upgrades. What's his DPP like? Does he got a link up back? He can't swing Fisher down back if he's got an injury down back. But that won't matter for now. He'll probably just trade out the player. Yeah, okay. And he hasn't got Zorko yet either. So you're going to have to do something with Crouch. Crouch kind of not a bad thing because he just puts Green in and he's got an M8 anyway. So Crouch, you can use that Crouch money to upgrade a forward if you wanted to. Interested to see what he did this week. I'll have a look on his video. How funny though was his Spud video? Oh my god, he is the funniest video content creator on Supercoach by a mile. There's no one funnier than that bloke's potato Spud videos. Just in his videos in general, he's a funny man. Anyway, where am I? Max, ready? Okay, what do you got? Ready for this? I pick up Ewan for 160k. He's maybe 200k so far. Average 85 to 100 sometimes. Wow. Yeah, I was looking at him weeks ago, Max. It's a pretty good pick. Here's my Harry Sharp pick, mate. Sharp was my best rookie this year by far. He got to 400k. In 20% of the size, though, so it wasn't like an absolute pod. Yeah, he's been fantastic. Max, he would be an absolute pod. Yep. Cheese has just said that. And then Cheese fires up and thinks Jonas is actually ranked in front of me too. It's like 851. No, who was 600 recently? Yeah, wow, okay. Shit. Max, yeah, Cheese so good. It's always good when you got a rookie that's just made you 200, 300k and everybody else is trading him out early as well. Like Harley Reid's situation is amazing. Selling him at 450k or whatever, and then realizing that a lot of content creator land have sold him at not even close to that. Even same with Sam Darcy, selling him at 389 when people jumped off at 330. That felt good. That felt really good. It's a little win sometimes. Yeah, found his side. I don't know what Cheese says. He bring in LDU. Really? From what? I see the matchup and he's keeping power. He's kept power. Yeah, I wonder what he'll do with power. Did you run him F6? And he bring in Grundy as no way. Did he actually bring in Grundy? When was this video, Cheese? I might have to look at this video then. Oh, Max. I'm just going to write this, Max. If it backfires, I'm sorry. Even though I'm typing in the chat, mate. Here you go. Yep, that's my thoughts, Max. Jonas, 619, but round 14 is going to be tough. 7 primos. Oh, okay. 619, but round 14 is going to be tough for you. Yeah, it's Merritt, Rao, Walsh, Oliver. Who's your other 3? And then Max is considering Gallen. LDU over Walking. I'd do it this week, to be honest. I'd rather LDU in the 50k or whatever you make instead. Playing West Coast, not playing the Doggies either. I don't know what you guys think, but I think LDU is a better shout. Oh, yeah, by the way, I want to talk about rookies. There's 10 of you here, so you're still up. Maybe you guys know, maybe you guys don't, but call me Noah for this segment because I no idea. But what I'm thinking, selected to play. Now, Hutchinson at 102, I feel like is a guy not worth bringing this week because he's got to buy next week. So if Waterman's back next week, etc., I haven't actually looked at the team sheet for Waterman, but Hutchinson's a guy I'd rather bring round 15 if I wanted to go early to see if he's playing on that round 15 buy because the round 15 is not great. But it also allows me to wait for news on Richards, etc., and Hugo Garcia. He's only averaging 9 disposals in the VFL, though. He kicked 1 bag of 5 recently, obviously last weekend, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there early, so I'm not. He's probably like 5th on my list. Jack Hutchinson, whatever. Jack, 102k for 102.4k, West Coast rookie. McMullen, Jonas's boy. Time on ground is affected because he's a sub. Does he get a full game? If he gets a full game and not named sub Jonas, it's probably the best pick of the bunch. To be fair, points per minute. Jackson Archer and Toby Pink, I'm not going to talk about those guys. Lachie McNeil is an interesting one, but I think on team sheets he will be sub. I feel like he'll be sub. I don't think he'll be Sanders. And that's why I'm tempted to bring in Sanders. I know it sounds stupid. I might talk about that another time, but if Sanders is not named sub Friday night, I'm thinking about it. Because look at Sanders' score when he's not sub. I don't know if you guys want me to go into it, but it's ridiculous. For 290, like he wouldn't be a bad F7. He'd actually be 100k cheaper than Toby Green and could put out the same output. And he's got DPP. So I flagged Sanders on my Twitter. Nobody was biting. Not many people liked the Sanders shout. But then there's things that you do that no one likes, and then they go nuts. Like, look at Salm's last 2 weeks. Luke Bruce, no, we're not going to go there for 177k. He's got a break even of 66. Jed Walter, break even of 69. He's 182. We're not going there as a key forward. He had a 0 game. Butler's interesting. Cheese. I don't know if you're still listening, but Butler's got a break even of 177. Sorry, of 77. He's 185k. If he's sub again and again, he might get to 100k. And if he's not sub, he's actually a decent scorer. Like, he might actually be not a bad rookie, Dan Butler. Weekly, I think, comes out next week, regardless. Jai Cully is too expensive to pay up for 193. Harry Edwards is interesting. What's the team sheets for West Coast? Edwards interests me. Good old Dan Butler. Edwards. Who was named in West Coast's team? Rotham's still not back in. Any West Coast in chat? Is the West Coast rule in here? Why is Rotham not still playing? Because apparently that's what he said. He was taking his spot. Injury news. Let's see West Coast injury news. Edwards is interesting. But I don't want to pay up. So my next question, right? Before I get okay. He's not. Rotham's not even on the injury list. But this Edwards bloke's got the best scores. Harry Edwards, 196k defender. Negative break even of 40. If he gets a 64, he goes up 47 grand. Plays North. Scores of 83 and 71, but he got dropped after an 83 in round 7 and got a 71 against St Kilda. Jai Cully, I'm going to wait until after this game and see if he's named. I want to see if he's named when Harley Reid's named. Weekly, I think, is a one-hit wonder. Like, one game, then he's out. McNeil is interesting. If McNeil's not named sub... If McNeil's not named sub, what do you think he scores? A 40 or an 80? Like, and then he's probably candidate to be subbed off. McMullen. Where's McMullen? Let's look where they named on the sheets. So I'm not trying to stall, but team sheets. Bulldogs. I'm pretty sure McNeil's on the extended bench. Yep. Where's Harry Edwards' job security? I like them when they're on the actual team sheet, by the way. Like, they're on the general team sheet. Ah, no, this is not good. Where's Edwards? Edwards from West Coast, extended bench. Who's going to be subbing that game? Marrick's going to be sub that game, I reckon. Marrick or Hutchinson's be sub. He's not named on the field. Will Dawson. Who's going to be sub in that North game? Eddie Ford? Surely not Will Dawson, a 200-centimetre bloke. Eddie Ford sub for that North game. Cully sub, you reckon? Jeez, okay. I think McNeil. If Sanders' name's sub, that's ridiculous. He just had like 11 tackles. Where's the Giants boy? Jonas's boy. Interchange again. Okay. Is there any player not named on the extended bench? Where's Butler and Bruce on? Just for disgusting picks. Where's Butler, Bruce? But let's look at Wiggy Bruce. Is he on the field? Bruce is named on the field. Well, it doesn't mean anything because they can pick him off as sub. But interesting, is that full forward with Gunston at centre half? Interesting one to watch, that's for sure. Bruce, if Bruce is not named sub. Where's done Butler? Butler, where are you? Butler's on the extended bench. We don't go there. He's probably sub. And what are the other players I was looking at? Oh, Will Dawson. He can't be on the as a sub. But I've seen weird things from Clarko. I don't know. I generally don't know. I'm going Will Dawson purely for DPP, purely because I can swing Fisher back if I need to. Toby McMullen. I'd rather wait for Hutchinson over McMullen in my forward line. McNeil. He's got an 80 in his system, but he's 160k. If he's 123, I'm probably taking McNeil over McMullen. If McNeil and if McNeil was the same price as McMullen, you're probably picking McNeil. McMullen's not named sub, you're obviously picking McMullen. Can you wait for these games? You can't. God, this is annoying. I don't know. It's just made it worse. I think I'm just going to go Dawson and just hope he plays 3-4 games. And at worst case, I've got that DPP loop where I can put Fisher down back if Stewart misses a game, etc. But they're all on extended bench, bar Bruce, full forward. So it doesn't really help, does it? I've just been thinking too much now. What do you guys got for me before I go to bed? Oh my God, I've been going an hour and a half. It's almost 1 a.m. I knew I'd do this to myself. God damn it. I don't know, Cheese. Might get past you on that buy. Then Jonas, my worst buy was round 12. Really? That's a weird buy to have a bad buy. I've gone LDU. FPL's gone LDU. Yep. In RDT. True. Okay. There you go. He's gone LDU. Interesting. FPL. Max, they both have the same break even. Wacky 83, LDU 60. Probably LDU still, Max. Jonas. Gorn, Martin Flanders. Going to swap Clary out to make it 6. Fair. You guys all, I think, will be trading out Clary. Good old Dan Butler, G says. McNeil wouldn't be good. Scorer was saved with scaling last because he kicked a goal at the end, didn't he? Cully, first game, you'd assume he'd be sub. And then he says, I don't know what Cheese. Eddie Ford will be the sub. I've heard one of my mates is best friends with Will Dawson. And Will Dawson's playing forward, Cheese, as well. What do you guys think Will Dawson will score this week against West Coast? Or from here on out, is he a 40s guy? Is he a 50 guy? If he averages 40, what does he make? Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm about to call tonight anyway. Jeez, I didn't realise it's 1 a.m. Break evens. So if he scores 46, he still makes 37k. If he scores another 46, what does he do? If he scores 35, 235s the next 2 weeks, he actually goes up 70k with a couple 35 scores. So Will Dawson's probably where it's at. If he scores 35 this week and next week, he makes you 60k off 235. Sure, he can do better than that. He's got West Coast and Collingwood. And he's going to take ruck hit outs apparently. Interesting. It's probably out of McMullen and Dawson though, because you want these rookies to play over the buys. McNeil hasn't played over the buys. McMullen and Dawson, did I play same time slot? You get to see the McMullen thing. If McMullen's not named sub, you might go there instead of Dawson. That's pretty good that you can see that game first anyway. All right. I think I'm just about to call it a night. Max, oh my God, look, LDU in the last couple of weeks averaged 31 disposals. Bad efficiency. If he cleaned it up in the last 3 weeks, he would have gone 150 all game. Absolutely. Excuse me. Have work at 8 a.m. Oh man, yeah, that's rough. Worth trading in. I can't say that comment because that's stupid live heart. Worth trading just 100 play instead of anyone. Wait, how do I see that? There's stupid emojis in the right hand corner. Worth trading in a player instead of anyone. What do you mean, Cheese? Worth just I can't see because that bloody emoji bar in my right hand thing. I can't even take a photo of it and show you what I mean. Worth trading in. Oh, a loop player. Sorry, Cheese, I couldn't see it because of the stupid emoji. A loop player instead of anyone. Like, do you mean like a mid-season one, or Cheese, like a mid-season draft pick, like Payne or Blight or something like that? Oh, yes, he's doing it. He's doing it. LDU for the win. Loop player. If I was trading in a loop player, Cheese, it'd be probably one of these guys. If McMuffin was somehow named sub, I would have to go to Dawson. Yeah, okay. And watch him score 38. Yeah, have a good sleep, everyone. Oh, Jonas, maybe you're right. Yeah. At least you get to see if he's sub or not. And then Cheese says, yeah, thinking of just some cheap Eagles players to whip Noah Anderson every week. Cheap Eagles players. Oh, right. Okay. That makes more sense. But you don't want these players to ever play? It'd have to be in your midfield too. It's because I've press selected to play. Is that why it won't work? Clay Hall, Cheese. Because at some point he might actually play. He might actually be one of those players that when he's playing, you probably only get a handful of games, but most weeks you'll be able to loop Noah Anderson. And he might be a player that actually plays, let's say you've run out of trades, it's round 20, and West Coast want to play Clay Hall for a couple of weeks. Clay Hall's probably your guy, at least, who will get named. You don't want a complete dead player. Because you have a complete dead player and then you need a rookie cover, you might be stuffed. Whereas if you've got no trades and Clay Hall's somehow magically named because he's been on, he's been in the waffle for killing it, he might be your guy. And you have plenty of time to know if you need a loop or not. Clay Hall, mate, is the only one I can think of. Pity doesn't got DPP though. Because the other alternative to that is Ralston, which you could put in your forward line as well to loop as well. But Clay Hall, I feel like, feels better in case I run out of trades. But you're only really looping, like you said, Noah Anderson. Hall, mate. Man, I'm a smart man. Ralston, most likely. Ralston. Yeah, I'm about to go FPL. That's a fair one if you want to do Ralston too. Is that the one I just said? 1 a.m. Yeah, that is the one I just said. Yep, my bad. Max, just to finish your last couple of comments, you got Anarchy in the next 3 games will get tagged. St Kilda, Port, Dogs. Good point. Good point. All of them tag. Yeah, true. They do. Good point. And Chase says, yeah, true. Clay Hall 2. FPL, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for the live stream, Brad. No worries, guys. Thanks for jumping on. I'll probably jump on tomorrow night, but it'll have to be less than that because tomorrow on Saturday I start at 8 a.m. So, and I finish at 10 p.m. So I'll do a 10 p.m. stream tomorrow night, and yeah, let's see how we go. All right, catch you on the next one. Thanks everyone for watching. Give a thumbs up if you haven't already on the stream, and I'll catch you tomorrow night at 10. Cheers, guys. 10 p.m.